So I'm here today with one of my business spotlight videos, and I have with me today a great friend, Don Carrick with Studio 413 Photography. Hi, Don. How you doing?
Hey, how's it going there, Dave? Good to see you.
It's going well. Things are heating up in the real estate business, so yeah, things are going well, keeping us busy. It's been a while since we talked. We did a spotlight video of your business. Is it 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
No, it's been a heck of a long time. It's been amazing.
Yeah.
Where's the time go, man?
Yeah, so I figured, in keeping with these Zooms, I've done a couple, business spotlight videos with people, and I've actually really enjoyed it. It came out good. So I just figured we'd have you on here today and, have you tell us about Studio 413. Have there been any changes since, we talked last time and what you're up to? So why don't you talk about your amazing business?
Okay. Well, there certainly have been changes. I mean, I hadn't had any paid shoots since mid-March, I would say.
Okay, so you were strongly affected.
I've been not bringing in any money for quite a while. I did do my first shoot on Tuesday this week for Andrew Sonnen, who's also
good for you. I saw that. It was really good.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's actually Jake, one of his new employee. And we had a really good time, and I just felt like, man, this was great. I got right back into the mix, and everything was working, and every shoot could go that way, it'd be great. But it just felt very good to be back in the saddle.
Well, I'm sure that was the case. I mean, the same thing happened to us with real estate, and for those of you who are watching this a month or years from now, we're talking about, we're still during the COVID quarantine of 2020. And so speaking of what you did with Andrew Andrew Sonnen, so it is primarily headshot commercial photography, or, just tell me everything about, that you're looking to do, what clients you're looking for.
Okay, well, Studio 413, I think of myself as a commercial photographer. So I do things that support businesses and business professionals. I do focus quite a bit on headshots because for one thing, I think people's online presence is, well, particularly after this COVID thing, much more business is being done online. And if you don't make a good first impression there, what are you going to do? People are going to pass you right by. It makes it easy for them to not engage. Even easier than if you don't make a good first impression when you meet somebody in person. At least you have a little more latitude there. You can talk your way out of it.
I hear that.
It's going to be more and more important for the headshots. And I've done a couple of different things. I'm trying to diversify my income a little bit. So I'm offering a safer alternative to my standard studio headshots. I'll still be offering the studio headshots, but some people, particularly coming out of this, are going to feel that they want to do something safer. So I'm doing, I'm calling them open air headshots. So they're outside, and it's sort of very, I won't get technical, but it's really cool looking. The background's very blurry, and it's just a nice professional looking headshot for you outside. Really simple, minimal lighting, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so, that's been something I've developed. That's been really, I'm just launched that this week, as a matter of fact.
Good for you. I think the main, one of the things that makes me happiest about you doing that, or the different things that people have done to try to get deals done is just adapting to what's going on out there in the world. Because even though you may feel really good about going out without a mask and going here and there, and I have, and
I always wear them.
Well, me too, but I've had a lot of different responses to wearing masks when I go into people's houses, and I always try to wear them at businesses. But the point is, everybody has a different view of their safety and their concept of this. So,
sure.
So very cool. So where could someone see your work? Because your website's fantastic. Your portfolio is kind of endless. Besides on my business card, where could people see your work?
Studio413.net.
Okay.
All right. And actually, during this time, I've tried to be productive. This time that I've had kind of shut in, and I've been working with Freddie Vasquez, and he is updating my website.
So that's Freddie with FXV Digital Design. We had him on a couple times as well. Yeah.
Yes. So I'm excited. I've gotten all the stuff to him. I've done some writing, and I've worked with a new group that's not part of our group, but you may know them. Do you know Zach and Kira? Zach Bell? It's Bell Media.
No, it doesn't ring a bell.
They do a lot.
Wow.
They do a lot. They do a lot of LinkedIn stuff, and they do writing and designing things. And so I've been working with them on the text part. They've been helping me with that.
I mean, as far as that's concerned, so studio413.net, definitely a fantastic place to like see everything that you do, like, and it's a lot. But I work with somebody that helps me with my social media as well. Otherwise, it wouldn't get done, even though I'm thoroughly capable of doing it. I'm sure you are too. So that really, really makes sense that you're doing that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I really want to come out. I'm opening a second location in Philadelphia, and that kind of got put on hold because of the pandemic. I just actually got an email from my contact, and that I'm opening in the warehouse of one of my clients. It's down in the Kensington area.
Okay.
And then maybe Franklin. It's right where apparently there's a Catholic boys' school there, so it's right behind there. And so we've done a bunch of work to get the space prepped, but then we had to put everything on hold. So
everything just went.
Yeah.
Whoop, let's wait a minute.
So I'm itching to get back down there. I keep calling them up. So can we go now? Can we go now? Can we go now? I'm like a brat kid, you know.
That's okay. That's normal. We've all been cooped up here. So corporate photography. So if and when a company is finally ready to have you back out, company, let's just say Penske or whoever, to get a bunch of different headshots, that's something you'd entertain as opposed to just an individual entrepreneur or business owner coming to you.
Yeah, let me talk a little bit about what corporate photography includes. So for me, of course, headshots, we talked about that, and I can do them either here in my studio here, or I can do them eventually down in Philly, or I can do them at the location of the business. Mm-hmm. And then I also do like event photography, like when they do presentations of those great big checks, and stuff like that. I'm with a bank and they go give money to people and they want a record of that. I do just anything like that supports their business. So like one of the banks I work with says, oh gosh, I've got really good clients and I would like to highlight them in some of the things that I'm talking about on my social media. So could you go take some photographs?
Right. Or a billboard.
That's actually been interesting to go into those offices of people that I have no idea what to expect or where they are, but I've got to a point with my photography. I'm very confident about that. So there's that. There's product photography. So I do everything from food to, I work with a company that imports liquor and I photograph the liquor bottles and stuff like that. And I do real simple product shots as well as more romancy advertising kinds of shots.
Right.
So any kind of things for advertising or social media, I do that kind of stuff. That's why I call it anything that really supports business.
Right.
And business professionals. Because I mean, sometimes people these days are sort of piloting their own ships. They don't depend or stay with the company like they used to.
Right.
And so their online personal branding and that kind of stuff is pretty important. And so I help them with that.
Yeah, well, wonderful. I mean, that sounds like it covers, pretty much the gamut of what commercial photography is in, as far as you're concerned. When someone does go to your website, studio413.net, they'll see some race car stuff and things like that. So where does the penchant sort of come into your work? Because some of that stuff is spectacular.
Well, I mean, I love cars and motorcycles and stuff like that. And so I started photographing for Maple Grove Raceway. I photographed for them for about 10 years, and 2019 I stopped. Because I really wanted to focus on growing this business, and I was just taking too much time. And every weekend being away during the summer, it's like I still want to stay married.
Right.
But I love doing it. I met a lot of really great people, and it was a wonderful experience for me. And I also shoot a lot of like car shows, hot rods, custom cars, and things like that. And I still am going to continue to do that. And I, get onto magazine covers and stuff like that. And that's kind of fun. Yeah. And I get to meet a bunch more really cool people. One of the things that I love is that people who do stuff with their hands, whether it's crafting in wood or metal fabrication or even barbers and stuff like that. So, I mean, all that kind of stuff that is a skill like that. I love it. I love it. I photographed a guy a couple of days ago who's learning. He's a young guy, and he is learning from an old master guy who's getting ready to retire how to do upholstery for these hot rods and custom cars.
Okay, neat.
And so I documented the two of them working together. So that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, I love music. I see you've got a guitar there in the background. Are you a player?
Yeah, I am from
There
time
you
to
go.
time. Yeah.
So I do work with the Jazz Fest, and I do the Blues Fest, and I love going out and photographing other kinds of music and stuff like that, and musicians. So I've shot some people for their album stuff and like that, and that's always really fun. In a way, I guess it's sort of supporting business.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
You know? And
So,
I do
all
that
right.
stuff. I don't focus on that stuff because that's stuff that I do for fun, not necessarily part of my core business.
Right, right. Well, hopefully it'll all tie together, and one thing will lead to another for you, and you just keep things going. So again, you can see all of my all of your work on my business cards and all of our promotional stuff, which we love. We might be due for new ones coming up here sometime soon, but
I've gotten even better since the last time we took photographs. Just to be amazed.
You've gotten better, or I've gotten better?
Both. I'm not above flattery.
I appreciate that very much. But no, so again, studio413.net. How else would they reach you? Facebook, website, telephone, whatever you want to put.
I mean, I have Don Carrick at Studio 413. On Facebook, Don Carrick, and then I've got Studio 413 Photography and Design page on Facebook.
Okay.
And LinkedIn, it's under my personal name, Don Carrick.
Okay. All right. And we'll have all that stuff in the video when we finally post this, and we'll get the spelling right and everything. So the bottom line is, it's just like anybody else's business these days. If they want to find you, they can. And of course, they can always just reach out to me. And we love your work, and we're happy to have you as a friend as well. So
it's awesome. I'm so happy that I got connected with BCNA and doing stuff with you and like that. It's been really great bunch of people, and
couldn't
you're a standout.
I appreciate that. Yeah, for what those of you who don't know what he's referring to, it's Berks County Networking Association. Again, is that where we met? I don't know, but somewhere among those connections of those people, and it's a great relationship building, business building group that we belong to.
We may have run into each other before that, but I think that's the primary place that we met, and I got to know you.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
Yeah. Very good, Don. All right. Well, thank you very much for your time. And, we'll get this video out, and good luck with the future for whatever that holds. But I'm sure you'll do fine because your work is outstanding. Talk to you later.
Oh, I love it when you talk like that.